Hey everyone, it's Deanna from Deanna Scraps. I am here to share a process video of a layout that I actually did quite a while ago. I'm thinking at this point it's been probably 5 months maybe. What happened was I brought my video camera to a crop that I went to, and I did several layouts at that crop where I recorded. And this video I had edited, but I, for some reason, didn't do the narration and post the video. So it was kind of like found footage that I forgot I had. So I thought I would go ahead and do the narration and just kind of see how it goes. I don't have the layout in front of me. I'm actually in the process of redoing my scrap room. And so my albums are in a pile out in the living room. So I'll just have to try and remember what I was doing and just do the best I can with the narration. If you notice my hands moving a little differently or anything like that, it's because I'm chatting with people that are at the crop with me. So I'm taking this paper, and I believe that is Amy Tan paper, and I just used the front and the back. So I did the main, the bigger portion at the top on one side, and then I flipped it over and did a small border in that green. And I only had one sheet of this navy blue with me, so, and I really wanted to use it for a couple of pieces on the layout, so I cut out that middle. So that way I can use it as a small border, and I believe I end up like photo matting, I think. This layout is about my pen pal. I gained a pen pal through the One Little Word class, and she has been awesome. We seem to click really well, so it's been a great process. And this was one that I had sent to her. I actually sent her a picture of a smoothie that I made and the directions on what I did, and I stamped out my name and, decorated the envelope a little bit. So it was just kind of fun. We don't always do fun stuff like that, but this time I did, and I really enjoyed it. So, all right, this is the part where I'm trying to decide how I'm going to lay out those pictures. It's going to be, I was trying to figure out if I was going to have both of them a larger size, and I decided to go ahead and just take the small piece, the most important part of that picture, and pull that out. And so I used a square punch to do that. And I'm going to go ahead, this is where I'm deciding to mat, which photos I'm going to mat or which parts that I'm going to use that blue on. As you can see, I've already done my journaling. I have a process with my pictures and things like that to prepare for crops, and that's part of it, as I do my journaling ahead of time. So I'm just matting those photos now. What's really nice is the person that I met through the One Little Word, we're remaining pen pals. We happened to have the same word last year, so that's how we got matched up. And this year we don't have the same word, but we enjoy each other's letters so much that we decided to go ahead and continue with our relationship. So it's pretty awesome. It's so nice. It's like one of the most exciting things when you go to the mailbox and you've got this letter that somebody took time to, handwrite or type out and add little goodies or whatever it might be. It's her and I have both said it's one of the most exciting things when we receive those in the mail. All right, so I'm going through this package of die cuts, and this is a part of that Amy Tan collection. And I want to just kind of layer some things on the page that match or make sense. And I think I do quite a bit of changing my mind with this. So I'm trying to do similar to like a grid layout or a little bit more structured, where I don't have a lot of clusters or things laying on top of each other. And so I'm just trying to figure out how I want that design to be. And I'm pretty sure I do change my mind a few times on what I'm putting on the page. So we'll just kind of have to see how that goes. I really love this collection. I think a lot of people did. I know the zebra was, well, and continues to be a topic of discussion. I obviously, uh, well, not obviously, but I have no reason to use a zebra. So, in fact, it's funny because I just gave that zebra away to my niece this past, oh, not this past weekend, but 2 weekends ago at a crop. And she's got some zoo layouts that she can use it on. But for me, I'm like, I have no idea what I would use it on. So, but I really do like the colors in this collection. I love that blue. So it looks like I'm gluing the transparency down, and it's probably with glossy accents. I have this faint memory of that not sticking, maybe after I got home. And I'm not sure what I would have done with it to make it stick down, but I never know how to stick transparency down. I know there are several different methods or different ways, but I just never know what the best way is. So with these thickers, they're not my favorite style, but I like the fact that it matches that paper above. You know, obviously it's from the same collection, so the colors match. I can't see myself using those thickers on layouts that don't match that collection though, or that aren't a part of that collection. So I'm just, what I do with my journaling is I write the journaling ahead of time. I try to remember to put the date on there because once I stick those pictures down, the date is gone unless I dig through my phone to try and find it. And so I, for the most part, will duplicate the journaling. Every once in a while I'll make a mistake and I need to kind of, change it up as I go. But for the most part, I try to duplicate it. The biggest challenge is trying to figure out where it's going to fit. Because I really need to, once I've written that journaling, it's kind of like that's the story. So, and you can see I'm actually having that problem right here. I didn't even know I had that problem, but I had that problem right there. So I had to move the thickers into a different spot. So I'm still playing with where are those going to go. And even though I wasn't going with, I was trying to go, I don't know, the only word I can think of right now is grid, but it's not necessarily grid. It's just where there aren't items kind of layering on top of each other. I still go from the left top corner and kind of angle it down to the bottom right corner. Okay, I'm pulling out some rub-ons here, and I'm just trying to fill in a little bit more space. And those are like little stitches. I'm going to put that under the photo. I really love that rub-ons are becoming more used in collections now. I know they don't always work the best, but I do like rub-ons. These ones seem to work pretty good. And I'm going to pull out some of the other designs. Oh, it looks like there's some more stitches. So one is X's, and I think the other one's like a dotted dash line. It was really nice on this table at the scrapping place because it doesn't wobble like my table does in my scrap room. I just noticed when I was doing the rubbing on of the rub-ons that it wasn't actually like shaking the table or shaking the camera. Alright, so I'm going to use these black diamonds. Some of them are filled in, some of them aren't, and I'm going to stick that up in that corner there. And I think I put a few more rub-ons on towards the bottom left, or bottom right, sorry. Don't know my left and rights today. All right, and I think I actually do layer a couple rub-ons here, if I remember correctly. So just that paint spot, and then I'm gonna take the other kind of sketched lines and put that on top of there. Oh, missed a spot. I hate when that happens, when the rub-on doesn't, I didn't rub it all off on there. All right, there we go. And is there any more that I use? I cannot remember. Doesn't look like it. Oh, and I remember too when I didn't realize there was a another sheet of rub-ons in the back, and they're white, and so you can hardly see it because of the white backing sheet, and I cut right through them. I was cutting those pieces out, and I ended up cutting part of the second rub-on sheet. So I'm going to take another strip of that paper and put it at the bottom. I don't know that there's too much more that I do on this layout. Looks like I'm looking through more of those die cuts. Sorry, it's hard when I don't have the layout in front of me. You also can't see what I'm digging through. That doesn't help either. But I'm just looking for something that will work on that page. This was actually, oh, I think that was a kit that I was going through. Maybe a couple of kits that were combined. Sorry, this is off camera. I did not realize. Oh, that was somebody else's layout. That I can't remember if we did that on purpose and the video was so fast that you can't even see what their layout was. All right, so I found that hashtag, which is going to end up going in front of that totally. I'm probably going to put music to it at this point because you guys probably already know what's going to happen when I start to tell it, since I'm waiting for it to happen on screen too. There's my container of dots. It looks like I'm going to add some, I think those are kind of like a clear glittery, like silver. I believe this is the end because I'm seeing that there's a still shot coming up. So I just want to say thanks for watching. As always, I appreciate all the thumbs up and comments that I get, and I appreciate you taking the time to watch. So again, thanks, and I will catch you next time.